Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. A give to Brown. Got enough for the first. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. This time he wants to throw. Lets it fly. Makes the catch on the left. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Open on the right side, that's Smith. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you can tell, he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Rarely a good sign. They use a timeout before the first play of the drive. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Quarterback making checks. Running inside. It's Tomlinson. They stop him after a 6-yard run out through the 24.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Scanning the field, it's Brady. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Tomlinson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He might want another play. The run inside. It's Tomlinson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Eastern Michigan going fast.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
To the air, it's Brady. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He'll throw on third down. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Gain of 17 on the play.
Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Wants to adjust the pattern. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Brady. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Tomlinson. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's at the 50, the 40, inside the 30, the 10, all the way back. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They look like they're about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Brady. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught at the 45 on its way. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. And it's caught! Touchdown, Eastern Michigan! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28. And a pretty good job by the coverage unit. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Griffin. Going for the big play. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Tomlinson. Still on his feet at the 45. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him. And you just get it to him, and he does the rest. And that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. The interception stopped with threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll give it to Brown. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Huge play puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Bobcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Tomlinson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Brady. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Texas State. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a...
This shit's over.
Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. He leaves it with his back. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air, it's Brady. Firing to the right, complete. He smashes his way through again. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Tomlinson. They didn't get a push at all on on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Sparks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. Go right spot, break it on the floor.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. Touchdown, Eagles! Rolled his way into the end zone.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea, and when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Sherman
Quick
can't
work
go
on
over
that
him, Greg.
scoring
Sherman
drive,
can't
just
go
4
over him, Greg.
plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Brady. They're working that left side. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he'll have to check his fillings after that flick, but he did get the first down. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? It's complete to the right. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Looking for a man. It's Brady. Here comes the heat. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. And he breaks the play. Touchdown!
running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he tacked on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Again, best play was Tom Brady breaking 40 yards.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Running inside. It's Tomlinson. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Brady. Fires to the middle. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to throw on 3rd. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. At the 45, on his way. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Tomlinson. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To throw, it's Brady. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Eagles are moving quickly down the field. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Sparks. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give them a sack to play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the third down very manageable.
Rush is on him. There he goes. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to throw, it's Brady. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking deep. Makes a grab on the shot. Running free. Getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Red Raiders want to move quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Back to pass, it's Brady. Oh, they're after him. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on third down from their own 20. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. This will likely be the last play of the half. Might be calling a hot route. Here's the heat. Working the middle. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Tomlinson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're... Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Back to pass, it's Brady. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man, it's Tomlinson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Tomlinson. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end, covering passes, but when you got a guy that can...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Texas Tech will start the drive, the offense ready to go. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Throws for the tight end. The sure hands, it's Johnson. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Brady. Moving away from pressure. He's got it on the move. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to keep this guy in the pocket. They do not want to let him get outside because of that speed. His ability to extend plays makes this offense very, very unique as he's able to get the completion there to move the sticks.
Going to the run, it's Riley. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. The corners are walked up tight. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
Man, now and if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Good, right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Tomlinson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Running inside. It's Tomlinson. Makes it past the marker. Turning it on. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Brady. That's caught. It's Sparks. Finding some room. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well stick with him.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So a drive there of 84 yards, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Brady. Makes the grab, it's Benjamin. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Under fire. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that
breaks into the open. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Tomlinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles!
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got...
Good game, bro. Good game, bro. That's tough. Step out here, man. You gonna play some time.